This is Captain Kenny Kramer with Texas Fishing Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. Hope everybody had wonderful holidays, happy Merry Christmas, and a good New Year's. Um, the fishing has been pretty good. It's been kind of up and down on the tides, so kind of got to go on the fly of what you're going to do for the day and plan. If you have a deeper water boat, you can come out of here and fish this channel down here on these rocks all on the side. Actually, both sides of this, just work your way on down all the way down to these houses right here. It's been some good slot drum and some slot reds in here using shrimp, 3-odd kill hook with a half-ounce weight. I've been fishing right along where that grass kind of comes off. You'll be able to see the dark spots along the edges. If you get into the oysters or in the rocks, might free line up in there. But been some good fishing here. If you got a skinnier water boat, and if the tide is right, it's a little higher, you can get back in here. You can get back behind islands 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I'm kind of going backwards. But all these islands back in here on this flat, there's been a pretty good school of reds right back in here. Just finding them. They are here. If you got a popping cork and shrimp, you can come back here behind hog, kind of drift all this area back in here. There's been some nice trout back in this area right in here. South Bay is another good area to hit. You've got that gut that kind of comes all the way up in here. If you got a skinny water boat, you can get up in here. Even with the tide a little low, you just got to be careful. But them fish will fall off in this gut, reds and black drum. If you got a deeper water boat, you can stay out here on this edge and fish this edge right in here. You can get in here pretty well. From there, if you come back up and get back in here to sailboat, come all the way in the back, there's been some nice slot reds and a few mixed drum all the way back here in the back and back here by this gas well. It's been producing pretty good this week. We do have some higher tides, so you can, if you're back in here and you can't find anything, if you got a skinny water boat, you can jump into Brown and Root and check all this out in here. This time of year is a good area to be in. Back over here in the wide channel, another area on a low tide. Fish this gut, or this channel in here. The tides come up. You want to hit more in the flats behind these islands back in here. Just be careful. It is pretty shallow. You got to have the right boat to get in there. But it's kind of you're gonna have to kind of watch the tides, what it's doing. If pay attention to the tides. If you get up in the shallow water, you got plenty of water. Just make sure that tide ain't falling out and you lose track of time catching fish. And next thing you know, you're sitting on bottom. If you move on up closer to Port Aransas, you can come here by the McDermott docks and fish up here along these little platforms and rocks along here. Work your way on up around the front with live shrimp, fishing for sheep's head. There's some bull reds, slot reds, and trout all mixed in here in the front of the Fina docks, all the way back here by these little rocks in this corner. Get down there, if it's a pretty day, you can run out here to the North Jetty. This time of year, you'll catch good sized trout, reds, slot reds, bull reds, sheep's head, pompano, just a little mixture of everything. I'd come out around the tip and then come back down this north side all the way from the tip about halfway down to the beach. Just kind of work yourself along those rocks down there. You can use a free line or a little split shot on there. That's what I like to use them with some live shrimp. Just kind of bounce your way down there. Be sure to pick up a few good fish. All up here on the super flats, if you can push your boat all the way up as skinny as it'll go, and then fish this shoreline all the way, this whole shoreline all the way down. I've been using a 6-odd circle hook with cut mullet, even live mullet, little finger mullet, all the way down to Blind Pass and all the way to Allen's Bight, all back in through here. There's been some nice slot reds all back along this shoreline. Find yourself back in the Portland, Ingleside area, you can come around here. Depends on which way the wind's blowing. Get on this side, fish this side all the way down. Nice slot reds and trout all on this side, all the way down to in here. Kind of mixture, your trout. Been using live shrimp, popping cork, or free lining. The reds I've been switching over to circle hook using cut mullet, about the size of a 50-cent piece, throwing it up shallow along the shorelines, and been doing pretty good. You can also come down this other side and fish these little flats all back through here. If you got you some shrimp, you can come in here to the D-mag, fishing here for some drum, and also back on these little flats in here. I mean, there's quite a few drum back in here. You just kind of got to find them when they're hungry. They'll also redfish will also eat the live shrimp as well. But I have been having a little better luck on the slot reds using cut mullet. Until next week, thank you very much.